Hey there, Bravo here. Welcome to your first step in mastering the environment that shapes your success. Here, you'll learn how to design your surroundings, build unstoppable career moats, and multiply your resources so your goals become automatic, not a struggle. Let's get started on creating a life where success happens by design. Your environment is a silent architect of your destiny. This single idea changed how I approach everything. Most people try to change themselves. Strategic thinkers change what surrounds them. In this video, you'll get the blueprint to rebuild your life's architecture. Discover how high achievers use environmental design to turn aspirations into automatic habits. Number 1. The problem. Think about this. You make 35,000 decisions every day. Most happen without conscious thought, shaped by your surroundings. This is the core problem tactical thinkers face. They focus on immediate tasks while ignoring the systems that shape those decisions. Research shows 95% of daily choices are habitual, not deliberate. Your environment controls most of them. A study from the University of Texas found that people who kept phones visible on their desks were 3 times more likely to check them unconsciously, even when they didn't want to. The phone's presence alone triggered the behavior. This is tactical thinking in action, reacting to what's in front of you instead of designing what surrounds you. Strategic thinking starts with recognizing these invisible influences. High achievers don't rely on willpower to resist distractions. They remove the distractions entirely. They design environments where good choices become automatic. A writer who works at a coffee shop might think they're being productive, but if they sit near the door where people constantly come and go, their focus will fracture. The tactical thinker blames their lack of concentration. The strategic thinker changes where they sit. The first step is auditing your environment's hidden triggers. What signals is your space sending you? A cluttered desk pulls attention toward unfinished tasks. Notifications on your phone train your brain to crave interruption. Even small cues like snacks in easy reach shape behavior without you realizing it. Tactical thinking keeps you stuck because it lets your surroundings dictate your actions. You try to force yourself to work harder, while your environment pulls you in the opposite direction. The solution isn't more discipline, it's better design. Now let's examine what a strategic environment actually looks like. One where every element aligns with your goals, so you don't have to fight against distractions or temptations. With a path of least resistance leads exactly where you want to go. Most people never build this because they assume success comes from within. The truth is, it starts with what's around you. Number 2, design your environment. Here's the truth. Willpower is a limited resource. Your environment is not. This is why strategic thinkers design systems that work without constant effort. Most productivity advice gets this wrong. It tells you to try harder when you should be designing smarter. A CEO who wanted to exercise more didn't rely on motivation. He moved his gym clothes next to his bed. The result? A 200% increase in workouts. This works because physical proximity lowers friction. When the first step of a habit becomes effortless, you're far more likely to follow through. The same principle applies to work. One writer tripled her output by removing distractions from her digital workspace. She deleted social media apps from her work computer and set her writing program to full screen mode. Small changes, disproportionate results. There are 3 layers of environmental design most people ignore. The first is physical proximity. Place what you need for good habits within arm's reach. Keep unhealthy snacks out of sight or don't buy them at all. The second is visual cues. An open notebook on your desk reminds you to journal. A water bottle in your line of sight increases hydration. The third is friction design. Make bad habits harder to start. Unplug the TV after use, so turning it on requires extra steps. Move your phone to another room when working. Friction isn't just about effort, it's about attention. Every time you resist temptation, you drain mental energy. Strategic design conserves that energy by removing the need to resist in the first place. A study on phone use found people checked devices less when they were placed face down or in another room. The barrier wasn't physical distance, but the slight extra effort required to pick them up. The benefit is clear. You don't need more discipline. You need better defaults. Instead of fighting against your environment, shape it so the right choices happen automatically. Adjust one thing today. Move your phone charger, pre-pack your gym bag, or delete one distracting app. Tiny changes compound over time. Now let's examine how to apply this to your career strategy. Just as your physical environment shapes habits, your professional environment determines opportunities. The right design turns effort into leverage. Number 3, build your career moat. Consider this. The average job skill becomes obsolete in 4 years. That means what makes you valuable today could be worthless sooner than you think. Tactical workers react to this by constantly updating resumes and chasing certifications. Strategic builders do something different. They create career moats. A career moat makes you irreplaceable by design, not chance. Take one consultant who specialized in a narrow niche where few competitors existed. Instead of being a generalist, she became the expert in compliance for blockchain financial services. This focus allowed her to 5x her rates because clients couldn't find her expertise elsewhere. Specialization was just one part of her moat. She also built proprietary frameworks and cultivated industry connections that reinforced her position. Most professionals make a critical mistake. They focus solely on skills. But skills alone don't create lasting advantage. Your career environment includes 3 invisible assets: your unique knowledge networks, your reputation velocity, and your problem-solving frameworks. A tactical worker might learn Python because it's in demand. A strategic builder would combine Python with domain expertise in healthcare, creating a cross-disciplinary advantage that's harder to replicate. There are 4 components to a strong career moat most professionals ignore. First is proprietary knowledge, systems or insights you've developed that others can't easily copy. Second is platform leverage, audiences or relationships that amplify your work. Third is case accumulation, a track record of solving high-stakes problems. Fourth is network gravity, being the connection point between valuable groups. Together, these create compounding returns on your efforts. The difference between reacting to your career and strategically designing it comes down to systems. Tactical thinking leads to endless skill chases. Strategic thinking builds assets that appreciate over time. One software engineer didn't just learn new programming languages. He created open-source tools that established his authority. Now, companies seek him out because his work has become industry infrastructure. Here's the reality. Updating your LinkedIn profile is temporary. Building a career moat is permanent. Every project, relationship, or skill investment should either deepen your moat or be ignored. This shifts you from competing on price to being the only logical choice. Your career isn't just what you know. It's the ecosystem you cultivate around your knowledge. The consultant didn't just know blockchain compliance. She became the node connecting regulators, startups, and investors. That's how moats work. They make your value systemic, not singular. The tactical approach burns energy staying relevant. The strategic approach builds systems that keep you relevant without constant effort. This leads to our final strategic lever: how to multiply your resources beyond just time management. When your career moat works for you, opportunities come to you, not the other way around. That's the power of designing systems instead of chasing tactics. Number 4, multiply your resources. Here's the truth. Time management is obsolete. The future belongs to energy multiplication. Strategic thinkers don't just spend resources. They plant them like seeds that grow into more resources. Traditional productivity methods get this wrong by focusing on saving minutes instead of creating leverage. Consider how one entrepreneur transformed his workflow. He automated 80% of routine decisions, from email filters to meal planning, freeing up mental energy for high-impact work. Within months, his output doubled while his stress decreased. This is the multiplier effect in action. Small strategic investments creating disproportionate returns. The 80-20 rule reveals where these multipliers hide. One pre-med student applied it by identifying which 20% of study material covered 80% of exam questions. Focusing on those concepts let him cut study time by half while improving his grades. He wasn't working harder. He was working at the right altitude. There are 3 resource multipliers most people overlook. First is cognitive bandwidth, your ability to focus on what matters. Eliminating trivial decisions preserves this. Second is skill compounding, learning abilities that make other skills easier to acquire. Third is relationship gravity, building connections that generate opportunities passively. Attention isn't just another resource, it's your most valuable asset. Every distraction fractures it further. A study found people who batch-checked email 3 times daily saved 21 minutes compared to constant checkers. The real benefit wasn't time saved, but uninterrupted focus gained. The key is identifying which 20% of actions deliver 80% of results. For writers, it might be the first 2 hours of morning work when creativity peaks. For sales professionals, it could be prioritizing warm leads over cold calls. These high-leverage activities create ripple effects through your entire system. Traditional time management treats hours like coins to be spent. Energy multiplication treats them like seeds to be planted. One creates linear results, the other creates exponential growth. The difference determines whether you're running a sprint or building a flywheel. Your brain functions better when conserved. Reducing cognitive load by automating decisions or removing distractions lets you channel mental energy where it matters. This isn't about doing more things. It's about doing fewer things with greater impact. The most successful people don't just manage time. They architect systems where resources multiply themselves. Their knowledge compounds into better decisions. Their relationships open unexpected doors. Their skills become platforms for new capabilities. This is how ordinary resources create extraordinary results. Now, let's bring this all together into one coherent strategy, where environmental design, career moats, and resource multiplication work in sync. The goal isn't balance. It's momentum, where each element amplifies the others. Number 5, integrate the strategy. Remember this, you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. The strategic thinkers you admire didn't achieve success through sheer willpower. They designed environments where success becomes inevitable. Pick one environment change to implement today. Move your phone charger outside the bedroom. Set workout clothes by your bed. Delete one distracting app. Small designs create big results because they compound over time. The most successful people aren't the most disciplined. They're the best designers. They build career moats that make them irreplaceable. They multiply resources instead of chasing time. They solve problems before they appear. Now it's your turn to think strategically, not reactively. If you're ready to stop reacting and start designing your success, I got something for you. Download the free Strategic Success cheat sheet now. Inside, you'll find simple steps to audit your environment, build your career moat, and multiply your resources. Everything you need to make success automatic. Don't wait for motivation. Make your best habits effortless and watch your progress compound. Click the link in the description to get your free cheat sheet and start designing your future today.